Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and um, I'm writing a book called 71 Powerful Writing Habits You Can Learn from Self-Publishing 91 Books. This is a video on the sixth chapter, and the sixth chapter that I'm bolding right now is called, um, this is the seventh chapter um, that I'm bolding now, and it's called Have Your Blurb Edited by an Editor and Write It Last. When you're self-publishing a book, it's my suggestion that, just like the introduction to your book, that you write the back cover blurb for your book last. Your black cover blurb takes a lot of skill to write. It's a real science, writing a back cover. And over the course of 91 books, I've developed that skill. But if you haven't developed that skill, you may ask your editor to write your blurbs for you after they've edited your book. But what I do with my book is I write the manuscript. I put the front parts of the book, like the copyright page and the title page and the dedication and the introduction, in the front of the book. And then I put messages from myself at the end of the book. At the very end, after the messages in my book, I put the blurb, I type blurb, and I put the blurb that I've written. That's in my manuscript, and that will be edited by a line editor, which will polish what is being said in the blurb. It's really important because your blurb, your back cover writing is meant to create a desire in a reader, a potential reader. Is to create a desire in them and create something in them that makes them feel that your book would be worthwhile. Your blurb may have a promise in it or a couple of promises in it. It may list some of the material that's in your book, whatever works for you, and whatever you feel is compelling that advertises your book should go into your blurb. But I recommend, until you're a successful author, or until you've developed a real ability to write blurbs, I encourage you to ask your editor if they can write the blurb for you. For many years, I had an income of 2,000 Australian dollars above and beyond my government pension, and it was with that $2,000 that I had extra coming from my prophetic ministry that I was able to afford the services of a very high quality editor. Some of my books cost $1,600 Australian to edit. The editor charged me a rate that was less than her ordinary rate, but it was still very expensive for me. Since my income has gone down by a quarter now, and I only get about $500 a month, I've had to get a lesser quality editor. But when I had that really high-class editor. I used to have her write the blurbs for my book. Um, Writing a book takes a lot out of you, and sometimes you can be too close to your book. You can be too close to your subject matter to have an objective view of your book and to be able to summarize your book and say and declare the promises and make promises to a person in a blurb. So I encourage you to have your blurb edited by your editor, possibly written by your editor. And when it comes to a blurb, just like the introduction, make sure that you write it last.